I was drawn to New Orleans because of the pain I saw that was going down there when you saw hurricane footage, and my heart reached out to those people. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to just lose everything and just go through the trauma of all that water just flooding their entire city. And you know, I just wanted to do anything I could to help them.
One of the things that I really saw come out on this trip is that we were able to encourage the people down in New Orleans. We were able to get into their homes and get to know them. And some of them cooked for us, and some of them played songs for us or sang for us. But we were able to get in and encourage them to keep the faith, to keep on going.
When we got there, I worked with 4 other people on Mrs. Renfro's house. She's an elderly woman, and she shares that house with her daughter, Andrea. We put in some new doors and did general construction work like moving walls and wire cutting. And
one of the things that the Lord has given us is that we should be unified. He's given us the message of unity, that, you know, as He is with the Father, so we should be. And there's no reason for us to be separated. We should work together and build things together. I think this sharing that we do in missions of this kind really helps us come together with each other, because I enjoyed the youth that I was with, all the group. Even though, you know, you're Lutheran and I am Catholic, there is only one Lord, and we're all come to Him.
This trip was really unique for me and my wife, Anna. We've been married for about 1.5 years now, and we've always said since we started dating that it'd be really cool to go on a mission trip. She has passions for teaching and for getting to know people in a personal relationship, and I have a passion for outreach and missions. And so to combine those two in a trip and to see how we did out in a mission field together was a very unique experience.
I decided to go on this trip to New Orleans with Faith this year because, well, one, because Brent brought it up, and for some reason it hadn't ever occurred to me to do anything other than give money to help out, but also because I really believe in everything that Faith Lutheran does. It's just amazing to me. I don't know many people at the church, but the ones that I do, they give their all to all of the ministries. And I wanted to be a part of that. And I've wanted to help New Orleans. And this was a really good way, because I can give money all day long. And it makes me feel good. But going down there with this group of people that really cared about what they were doing just made me feel like alive.
Mrs. Renfro's bed was really old, really worn out. It offered her no support. She was basically laying on pillows on top of this concrete hard bed. She had been through a lot. She'd been through her husband's death and multiple heart surgeries. So her body's getting a little worn out, and this bed really wasn't helping her. She could hardly walk because it just was offering her no back support, and so her back was constantly in pain. And so we bought her a new mattress and wrapped it in some bright red ribbon and gave it to her for Christmas. And when she opened the door, she immediately just thanked Jesus for that blessing. And it was just really neat. It was really inspiring for my faith.
The house I worked at in New Orleans was owned by Tommy and Marion. Tommy is an elderly gentleman who's been through a lot. He used to work in the cotton fields, picking cotton. The first day that we met Tommy, we were in the middle of talking, and all of a sudden he just started singing this, I don't know what you call it, as a black gospel song or something, and it was like listening to an angel. He was completely unselfconscious. He was lost in the music. His voice was just sweet. It was like listening to his soul. I mean, I'm getting tears. We all had tears in our eyes, even the guys on our team, because it was just so amazing.
It was good to work with the youth, with a group of your church here, that they were all together on this, and the sharing that we did, even driving, stopping, and then being in the place that we stayed to watch everybody come together and enjoy. And
I could definitely see myself going back to New Orleans. I definitely fell in love with that city and the people in it. After all they went through, just the faith that they have, it's really inspiring to me, and it inspires me to want to help them even more.
And just to see the devastation that happens in your own country, sometimes we don't realize that people are still rebuilding down there. People kind of lose track of that it takes time to go through the whole process of building a whole town up again, especially the size of New Orleans.